NBC, America's late night leader.
From the NBC studios in Burbank, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Featuring Kevin Eubanks of The Tonight Show Band. And me, I'm Ed Hall. Tonight, Jay welcomes Jerry Seinfeld. A special mystery guest. And the music of Brandy. And now, Jay Leno.
Tonight, of course, a very big night on television. Let's do a little survey. How many watched the season finale of Promised Land, huh? Oh, boy. As you know, tonight was a big final episode of Seinfeld, of course. And Jerry, of course, big believer in going out while you're on top, which is also President Clinton's philosophy. Actually, I was shocked how the Seinfeld show ended. I had no idea that Darth Vader was Jerry's father. That's amazing. You know, because you watch and think, no, it couldn't be. And of course, with Jerry on the show tonight and our big mystery guest, you know, we had to do triple security. You know, normally, well, here's our security. We normally have, pull out. As you see, we put on a couple more guys because of that. Just to be sure. Better to be safe. You know, it's so funny, boy. You realize just what a show business town this is. I'm reading the paper this morning, and on the front page of the LA paper, it says, Countdown to Seinfeld, Jerry's last show. There's another article about Jason Alexander getting some big movie deal. And this is true. Then at the bottom of the page, in little tiny letters, it says, India threatens Pakistan with nuclear weapons. Page 57. I go, oh, gee, somebody's got atomic weapons. Oh, and good news for the CIA. I guess today they finally located India on the map. Yeah, so good for them. Good for them. Yeah, good for them. Oh, sure. Well, I guess, as you may know, Congress is furious that the CIA, our spy network, the biggest spy network in the world, didn't know anything about India setting off these atomic weapons. In fact, they said it was the worst failure of intelligence in Washington since Dan Quayle was sworn in. It's amazing. And I guess India has, I guess India's really shown that they can put the bomb in Bombay, huh? Yeah. Right now, Gandhi's gone, yeah, let's kick ass, take names, yeah. Isn't Mother Teresa from there? Isn't Gandhi from where? See, I don't know why everyone's so surprised that India has figured out how to split the atom. That's relatively easy, actually. See, what I want to know? How do they do that rope trick where it comes up out of the guy in the... See, that splitting the atom, that seems easy. Actually, yeah, that's right. You play in the rope. Actually, I know how they... You know how they do the rope trick where they get the rope to stand up? You know how they do it? Viagra. Actually, there's a big problem now with this Viagra, you know, the anti-impotence pill. A lot of people don't know how to classify it. Is it a drug? They don't know whether to call it a vitamin. You know, considering what most women say men think with, I think brain food might actually be a pretty good You know what's interesting? Pharmacists down in Mexico are making a fortune on Viagra because American men are going down there to buy it because it's 80% cheaper. Apparently, they don't need to do all the paperwork so they can sell it 80% cheaper, which sounds like a disaster to me, doesn't it? I mean, taking a Viagra pill, then washing it down with a glass of Mexican water. Huh? You thought impotence was embarrassing. Viagra and Mexican water. You got one half pulling your body towards the bedroom, the other pulling towards the bathroom. Hey! 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 You know, where do you go? It's a little... Oh! Actually, Today, health officials issued a warning with Viagra. They say, women, listen to this, women, if you sleep with a man who's on Viagra, you're not only sleeping with him, you're sleeping with every woman he didn't sleep with for the past 8 years. So don't just go nuts with this stuff, you know? Something to keep in mind. And it was this week, in 1940, that Britain's Winston Churchill, in his first speech as Prime Minister, told the House of Commons, I have nothing to offer toil, tears, and sweat. See, remember those days when blood, tears, and sweat were the only bodily fluids a politician had to offer? Remember those days? See, you know, it's not like now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Those were the days. Well, I guess this just in from Germany. White House Press Secretary Mike McCurry says President Clinton has seriously wrenched his back. I guess it happened the usual way, you know, trying to move 2 directions at once. And apparently that, you know, you do that and it's gonna happen. Oh, did you see that picture in the paper yesterday of President Clinton kissing his dog Buddy on the mouth? Did you see that? Wasn't that something? When I first saw it, I thought, uh-oh, Clinton's hitting on Paula Jones again. I thought, here we go again. Oh, here's something interesting. Cruise line operators report that hundreds of passengers are climbing up to the bow of cruise ships to recreate that scene with Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. Remember that? On the front of the Titanic thing? And you know Frank Gifford? He's just waiting for a chance to try this with Kathy Lee in one of those, you know, one of those Carnival cruise things. Don't worry, honey, I got you. Oh, I'm flying. That's right, honey. You are flying. Oh, she's flying. Come on, honey. And what else? Oh. Today, 2 important anniversaries. No one will get this. See, with all the Seinfeld things, you've forgotten about Gabriel Fahrenheit. Gabriel Fahrenheit, the inventor of the mercury thermometer, was born on this date in 1686. And also, it was also on this date in 1878 that Vaseline was invented. So thermometers existed 200 years before Vaseline. That was a very painful 200 years. Let me tell you. Ooh, let me tell you that. Ow. Oh. Folks, we have got a... Kev, this is our big night, our big show with Jerry and... Where's that? Where's that home?
Oh, don't you know what happened to him through the opening announcement?
No, I was busy preening in the mirror. I didn't see what...
Preening in the mirror?
I was preening. I was getting ready for the special show. What happened?
Oh, you should look at the security camera footage, man.
You have footage of what happened?
Yeah, Ellen, you want to roll it?
Ellen, roll the security camera. What is this?
The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, featuring Kevin Eubanks and the Tonight Show Band. And me, I'm Ed Hall.
You Ed Hall?
Well, duh.
You're under arrest.
What? Hey!
You have the right to remain silent.
I can't remain silent. I'm the announcer. Hey, fellas! Whoa!
And what? It's been arrested?
Yeah, man. I think it had something to do with that stupid dog he's hanging out with.
His dog?
Yeah.
I can't let him languish in a jail cell. He'll just become somebody's boy toy or something. No, he's my boy toy. Wait a minute. Wait, hang on. Can you enter? I'm going to go down to the police precinct and just see what this is. Alan, turn on the camera outside. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
It was an accident, Detective Murtaugh. I didn't mean to do it.
An accident? You take a shot at me and you call it an accident? Hey, Rick, you hear that?
Yeah, wait a minute, pal. I mean, you shoot at our tires, we crash into a car.
And we flip over twice and sideswipe a limo.
Yeah, carrying Charles Nelson right.
And we power into the dark bookstore, setting off our airbags.
Yeah, plus 24 inflatable dolls.
And you call it an accident?
Well, yeah. Yeah? You okay? Oh, man, you're never going to believe this.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you guys?
Riggs, did we pull him over once for speeding?
No, Roger. I think I would have remembered the chin. Anyway, your pal here shot at my car. What? Jay, I've been trying to tell these guys. I was sitting on my porch, cleaning my gun. I put it down for a second, and my dog, Butch, accidentally stepped on the trigger, and it went off.
You got to come up with a better one than that, Ed.
Yeah, please. It's the truth, Jay. Oh, look out. Now he's near the gun. Hey, get out of the way. Let's see how good Butchie boy is. Come on, take your best shot there, fella. Come on. And best shot.
Hit the deck!
Come on.
dog couldn't have hit anybody. He's a lousy shot.
Look. Let's go, buddy.
Hey, what about my dog?
I'll take care of your dog, Ed. These his biscuits here?
No, they're mine. They prevent tartar. Come on.
Tonight. My first guest has been in the news just a little bit the last week. You may have read about his show's final episode. He is here tonight before he flies off to his fortress of solitude. Jerry Seinfeld! Our very first mystery guest. We've been trying to get this guy for like 5 years, and we've had a lot of fun people trying to figure out who isn't getting calls all day. And a terrific 19-year-old Grammy-winning singer, Brandy, will perform as well. We'll be right back with Jaywalking right after this. Say hello to Kevin Eubanks and the Tonight Show Band. Movie in the box office right now is this Deep Impact, and where a comet, smashes into the Earth. Well, next month they got another one, this Armageddon, this Bruce Willis one. That's going to be another huge hit. But the audiences go to see science fiction films. They don't know what they're looking at. Does the average person know the difference between a comet and a planet? What galaxy do we live in? Milky. That's an easy question, isn't it? We went down to Melrose Avenue, right here in Hollywood. Talk to people. We asked, do they go to these science fiction? Do they know what they're looking at? Do they know this simple question? How many planets in our solar system? Here's what they had to say.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
What is our galaxy called?
Galaxy, Galaxy 500.
No, that's a Ford car.
Okay.
And you guys are graduating from high school this week?
No, it's June 16th.
June 16th, so you should know a lot of stuff.
Well, we know a lot.
What is our galaxy called? It's also a candy bar.
Mars.
What is our galaxy called? No, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
I don't remember.
Okay, let me give you a hint. It's the name of a candy bar.
Babe Ruth.
The Babe Ruth. Yes, it's the Babe Ruth galaxy. Very good. How many planets in our solar system?
There's like, 12 to 50? I don't know.
12 to 50?
Yeah, could have changed that. I'm not going to say.
No. How many planets in our solar system?
Oh, let's say 100. I don't know.
100?
I have no idea.
Did I hear you just graduated college?
I did,
When,
but I
this
didn't
week?
study astronomy.
How many planets are there
Oh.
in our solar system?
Oh. I want to say 12.
How do you
7?
how do you say no in German?
Da?
Da?
I don't know German.
No, 9.
9? Oh, I was close.
How many planets are there?
9.
9. Very good. All right, what's your name?
Eugene.
Eugene. You're from Chicago.
Chicago, the Bulls.
That's right. Which is in Chicago. Which constellation is the bull?
You got me.
There's a car named after it. The Ford.
The Mustang.
I am an exhibit developer at the Adler Planetarium.
Oh, so you work in a planetarium. This
Yes,
is
I do.
perfect. Which of our planets is furthest from the sun?
Jupiter. I mean, Pluto.
What planet is furthest from the sun?
Venus.
Mars.
All right, what's the name of Mickey Mouse's dog?
Goofy.
Okay, which of the following is not a constellation?
Okay.
Sammy the Bull, Aries the Ram, Scorpius the Scorpion.
Scorpius the Scorpion.
No, it'd be Sammy the Bull.
Damn, okay.
Okay, which of the following is not a constellation? Aries the Ram, Sammy the Bull, Scorpius the Scorpion.
The middle one.
Which one was
Do you
that?
agree? Sammy the Bull.
Sammy the Bull. Who's Sammy the Bull?
Sounds like a Beanie Baby.
A beanie baby? You was a real beanie baby. What is a comet exactly?
A comet is a burning star which, due to the physics when it's revolving, it blows up, and it's in our case coming towards the Earth, and
And what'd you say? According to the physics, it's revolving.
Yeah, it's doing a circular motion in space, and then it reaches too high of a barometric pressure, and
Barometric pressure in space.
and then it gets really hot, and
Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
well, it's been a while since I've had physics.
How many miles away is the moon?
Oh, I learned this.
Go ahead.
It's something to a power. Times 10 to the something.
No. How many miles is it, though? You always have these elaborate. How many miles is
I'm
it?
getting close.
And where do stars go in the daytime? Now, you're a college graduate. You just graduated from college.
Stars go in the daytime. They're underneath us because the sun's shining.
Stars go underneath us? Hey, which is bigger, the sun or the moon? Could be a trick question.
Which moon?
Which
We
moon?
have a lot of them.
No, we only have one moon.
No, not us personally, but
No, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Rigel 7 or Star Trek 9. Our moon, which is bigger, the sun or the moon?
The sun's light radius or the actual moon?
No, but which is bigger, physically bigger, the sun or the moon?
I would say the moon. Yeah, because I think it's a trick question. Yeah, I would say the moon.
Your answer is the moon. The moon is bigger than the sun.
Hooray.
You can't fool us. We'll be right back with Jerry Seinfeld right after this.
Comments are still headed for Earth.
Time magazine says Deep Impact is a disaster movie that's believable. It's excellent. Gene Shalit calls it intelligent, with tension and heart-squeezing emotion. This movie has it all. And the New York Times rates Deep Impact's special effects are elaborate and impressive. 4 stars. Deep Impact. Rated PG-13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
Jerry Seinfeld is on his way out. Our mystery guest is here as well. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at our mystery guest. It's not a joke, it's a big-time mystery guest. Any other night, it will be a huge guest on us. And, of course, Brandy will perform as well. It's a good show tonight. Earlier this evening, you watched my first guest star in the very last episode of what has become probably the biggest show, well, certainly one of the biggest shows in the history of television. The one, the only, my old friend, Jerry Seinfeld! Something. All right, what the hell? I'll do one more season. Come on, let's... No, it's too late. It's too late. It's all over. Wait, let's get right to it now. Okay. Hang on. All right, let's get it. You got the biggest show on TV. Critical success. Rating success. Huge dough. You quit. You're on your top of the game. What the hell were you thinking?
Jay, I was driving down Sunset. She looked 18.
Get out before the scandal hit.
I was just giving her a lift. prostitutes need lifts? I mean, of course, they can get where they need to go.
Now, you know, I was thinking about this, because we've known each other more than 20 years.
More than 20 years?
Yeah, and we used to see each other every day. Now, in the 9 years, I've probably seen you 12 times in 9 years.
Yeah.
Writing, producing, directing, starring in the show.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
I'm exhausted.
Are you exhausted?
In fact, and after this, I'm going on a tour. I'm going to Australia and to Europe to start doing stand-up comedy again. And I feel that I need some kind of break from being funny.
Sure. Just tired of being funny.
I have been funny every day for 9 years.
Well, that's exhausting.
It's exhausting. Thank you. Well, I was funny, you know, when we're writing, you have to be funny.
Sure.
When you're acting, you have to be funny.
Sure.
And before I go out on the tour, I feel that I need a break. So I thought maybe today I could take a little funny rest.
So you want to...
I would like to not be funny for one day.
Well, that's all right. No, that's fine. That's fine. You can take... You're certainly entitled to a break. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
You can ask me anything you want, but I would like to just not...
No, I'm not going to talk about being funny.
I'm tired of being funny.
You know, I can understand that. I know you fly on planes a lot, right? You fly on planes?
Yeah, I fly on planes, sure.
Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something about flying. Do you have any experiences flying that really annoy you? You know what I'm talking about? And that sticks in your craw?
Yeah, I guess when you fly, there's things that irritate you.
Yeah. Like what? I mean, what are some things that would irritate you? I'm curious to see if there's similar...
I'm trying to take a rest.
No, I'm just asking.
Well, I hate when the pilots come on the PA system and they tell you we're going over this, we're going over that. Why don't they just shut up and drive? Please, people, please. Do I go knocking on the cockpit door saying, am I telling him what I'm doing? We're eating the peanuts now. Folks, I'm trying to rest.
No, you may take a break.
I don't want to be funny. I really don't.
No, I can understand.
You ever talk about something
We'll change the subject. Forget airplane. Now, I know when you do a show like yours, there's a lot of commercials, right?
Yeah, there's commercials.
Well, when you're on network TV, there's a lot of commercials on. You can't help but see them, right?
No, you can't. You can't help but see commercials.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Are there any commercials that just really annoy you? You know what I'm saying? You know, ones that just kind of sticky.
Well, I guess there's a few. I mean, some of them are pretty stupid, don't you think?
I don't know. I can't. Can you think of
the Ginsu knife commercial? Do you need a knife that can cut through a shoe and a can? Please don't laugh. I'm trying to rest.
I will. Well, forget that.
All right,
forget that. Like when you want to relax, what do? I think I read you. Did you go skydiving?
I did go skydiving.
That seems exciting. Was there anything odd about that?
He won't let me rest. Well, I don't understand why skydivers wear helmets.
Yeah,
I mean, can you almost make it? I think if you jump out of that plane and the chute doesn't open, the helmet is now wearing you.
Yes,
protection.
Yeah, really,
you're protecting the helmet now. Later on, the helmet's talking with the other helmets going, it's a good thing he was there, or I would have hit the ground directly.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you take a little break? You relax for a minute or so. We'll take a little break so you can relax.
Thank you.
More with Jerry right after this. Be right back.
Bob, Joe Gaddy. I want you to know where we are in this deal. Oh, Leo, Joe Gaddy.
Clear across America, the one name people still rely on is Cellular One.
Yeah.
Okay, Dad, you can use the phone now.
Oh, okay. Thanks, honey.
From the...
Your Storm Team forecast, always available at ky3.com.
Jerry Seinfeld. Look, actually, besides being comedy, look, that's comedy history, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Show those, right?
These are George Burns cufflinks.
Yeah.
Do you see the GB and the 100? Yeah.
Well, let me ask your question now. Seriously now, I mean, everybody's been teasing you. I mean, how does it feel now? You don't go to work. The set is kind of busted up. Everybody's, I mean, they've cleared everything out. I mean, are you sad? Do you feel sad?
No, I'm really, first of all, I am amazed by what has been going on the past week. I mean, can you imagine what it's been like for me? I mean, I'm sick of myself. I mean, this is like, I know, I mean, I love the show. Nobody loves the show more than me, right. But the excitement, and it's really only now that I'm realizing how many people the show touched and how many that they liked it, you know, and that's all it was ever meant to do. Have you, but it was, you know, I'm really just amazingly lucky person that I got involved with the people that I got involved with, Jason and Julia and Michael and Larry David, and there were so many, yeah, they're the best. There was one night I always think back on. We were shooting the episode, The Parking Garage. You remember the one where we got lost in the parking garage?
Wandering around with a VCR box.
And it was a very difficult show to shoot. We actually built that garage on our set. We took out all the sets and we plastered the walls and we put up mirrors and we faked the whole thing, and it was really difficult. And we didn't really have an end to the show. And we were walking, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, we were doing the last shot where we all get back in the Kramer's car, and he turns the key, and the car doesn't start, which was not in the script. And if you ever see the episode, you can see the three of us hysterical laughing because we realized that this is the perfect ending to the episode. And I think we always had that little bit of magical fortune with the show. I mean, it had just a great streak, and I didn't want to take it beyond that point because I felt that we were just blessed and lucky to be doing something that came out so good.
Right. Now, have you saved anything from it?
I've saved everything.
Yeah, you take everything?
I have everything. I have the entire set because I am the only character that is going to continue on. Let's see.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
You know, I am still having episodes. In my actual it's my real life. So I thought if I ever needed that set, if I wanted to do a show, I could do it.
Well, how about like the Smithsonian? Did they? I mean, they had Archie Bunker's chair.
Yeah.
Did they contact you?
The Smithsonian did contact us, but the Smithsonian doesn't guarantee what they're going to do with it. So I'm picturing like that last scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, you know, that huge thing, and it's just a guy walking down, and so I want to make sure it's on display somewhere. So I'm holding on to it until I can find a place that people will see it.
Now, how about Mom? How's Mom doing? I haven't seen your mom in a while.
She's great.
Is she going nuts over this? Is she excited?
No, my mom is not going nuts. My mom is cool. I think that's where I got it from.
Yeah, yeah.
She does not get overexcited, but she doesn't really understand either.
I know
what's going on.
They don't.
When we were shooting this last episode, we had a scene that took place in a little town in Massachusetts. So she said, well, are you going to take the whole crew to Massachusetts and the actors? And I go, no, they just build a set. And then we shoot it there. And then I tell her I'm thinking of taking a vacation in Hawaii. She says, why go to Hawaii? You know, they have places in L.A. that they've built to look just like Hawaii. So for the show, she wants me to travel. For my real life, she wants me to go to a set.
Well, I always remember there was nothing funnier to me than I remember you got your mom a new car, like a Mercedes or something, and she and these 3 other girls, they were all like 80, driving across the country, and they showed up at the Improv. They were like, it was like Thelma and Louise. Remember that? Your mother was smiling. She's popping with these other 2 girls. And they're all like 80. It was
they were 80 years old. Well, they're still 80. And they got stopped for speeding in Texas doing 80. And I thought, it seems like you should be able to go your age. You know what I mean?
Your mother was smiling. She's popping with these other 2 girls. And they're all like 80. It was
they were 80 years old. Well, they're still 80. And they got stopped for speeding in Texas doing 80. And I thought, it seems like you should be able to go your age. You know what I mean? If you could live that long, they should let you drive that fast. Don't you think?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Now, are you really going to Hawaii on a vacation?
I was thinking of going to Hawaii, yes, Jay.
No, you're not going to go to Hawaii.
No, I'm not going to
Hawaii.
I don't know, I'm afraid of getting a tan. Because I've never seen anyone funny and tan.
Well, that's true.
So I'm a little worried about that.
Well, now I'm going to you're moving to New York.
Yes.
Now, you bought an apartment, right?
Yeah, I bought an apartment. But in New York, you know, you go into these buildings and you have to be approved to live there by the board.
No, who is this board exactly?
Well, I don't know who they are. But if they have to like you. And here I am doing this show, and I got 30 million people a week that say they like it. And now I got these 8 people that are going to decide all over again. So, like, you know, you dress up in a suit and tie, and I go in there.
Is it like a job?
Going, what am I doing here? You know, it's like a job interview to live. And then I'm thinking, and in this type of building, there's only 2 apartments on each floor, so you don't bump into anyone in the hallway.
Right.
It's just really the space from the elevator to the front door, which is about 20 feet. So here I am in an interview to see if I can make that experience in the lobby when we passed a good experience. What do they want from me? You know what I mean? Hi, all right, he's good. Let's get him in the building. Now let's practice that walk by once again.
Well, I'm very proud of you, old buddy.
Thanks, Jay.
You know what I'm most proud of? You've always stayed a stand-up. We all started as stand-up comedians. Other guys go off and do things. And you still did that, and I know you're going off to do this HBO special and everything else, so God bless you, buddy. You had a great run. Right after this.
NBC Saturday, 9, 8 Central.
What if you could build an Ozarks radio station that was really different? What if you could take out the heavy metal and the meaningless chatter? And you could put in the best mix from artists like the Stones, Elton John, and the Eagles. If you could build a radio station that was really different, you'd have the new KKLH. For the best classic hits, try the new 104.7 KKLH.
It's the Youngblood Nissan Chrysler Plymouth 500. The factory orders to sell 500 cars, trucks, and vans by the end of the month. We're gonna do it with our most unprecedented offers ever. Get 0% financing on every Nissan in stock. 2,000 cash back on all vans in stock. It's the Youngblood Nissan Chrysler Plymouth 500. Do not miss this sale until Monday night at Youngblood Chrysler Plymouth and Youngblood Nissan, South Campbell, Springfield. What a place.
It's time for the mystery guest. He is the editor-in-chief of this fine magazine, George, the nation's largest political magazine. He and the editors of George have a new book out, just came out today, the Book of Political Lists. Very funny, very interesting. Please welcome John F. Kennedy, Jr. For coming. We try to keep it a mystery here, so.
You did a very good job.
Well, thanks, I know. Thank you for coming out. I know you don't usually do these kind of shows, so it's a thrill to have you here. Now, I know you're a New Yorker. Jerry's moving to New York. Any tips?
There's this great soup place. I don't know. On the 50s.
Really?
Yeah.
How is the service?
He's ill-tempered.
I see. I'll check it out.
Let me ask you. I got to tell you, you've my judgment in following Mr. Seinfeld on the biggest night in TV. They all tell you in politics you got to watch who you follow. So I don't know what I was thinking, but it's a great honor to be here.
Well, it's an honor to have you
this night.
Yeah. Now, weren't you on, no, you weren't on Seinfeld, but you were portrayed, right?
My elbow, I think. It was.
Yeah, we had, you were in the famous contest episode.
Yeah, well, that's right.
With the very...
I did. It was funny because I hadn't seen the episode, and I come out of my house in the morning, and everyone is like yelling across the street, and I'm walking to work. You know, I was a district attorney then, and people are driving by in their cars and honking. I'm going, what is going on here? So I walk in, And, you know, as people start to say, oh, you know, I saw you last night. Were you on Seinfeld? Were you on Seinfeld? I said, no. What is everyone talking about? So they explained it. And then I had a trial, and I walk into the court, and the defendant is sitting there over there, and he goes, you were on Seinfeld. and I was like, no, I wasn't on Seinfeld. And he leans over to his lawyer, and he goes, this guy's an actor, too. No wonder he failed the bar exam. So,
could we go back a second? Did you say you hadn't seen?
It was the only one. It was the only one. But I got it taped, actually. The office is very kind to send it on.
Now, you've been obviously around politics your whole life. Do you think you will ever run? Would you ever run? Is that something? People always...
Well, you know, other than people asking me, were you on Jerry Seinfeld show? That is the second most frequently asked question. You know, I'm being an editor of a political magazine. You're able to be in politics without really being in politics.
Right.
You know? So it's like being the vice president, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's. I have a great time doing that, and we all know that politics is a tough profession these days, but I think a very rewarding one.
Well, the magazine is terrific. I know. I look through it because it gives me great ideas for jokes.
Really?
Well, I like it because it's... Oh, no, it is, because... I mean, sometimes you read political magazines, it's all sort of very dry.
Right.
Whereas you guys always come at it from a funny angle, which kind of sparks...
Right.
And you always do interesting covers. You always have people playing...
Yeah.
Like you had... Who was Dennis Rodman? What political figure was he?
No, Charles Barkley.
Oh, Barkley, that's what it was.
Yeah, he was George Washington.
George Washington.
And Harrison Ford was Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
And Howard Stern was George Washington.
Well, there you go.
Which, there was a remarkable similarity there. And, I mean, we've always actually been, you know, trying to get you on the cover to do.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who would I...
Yeah. Well, actually, I think we happen to have one over here.
Oh, I will. I'd love to do it. Who would I...
I think it's very...
Oh, that's lovely.
Lovely. Has anyone seen this?
It's, I see. That's... lovely. And I'm a handsome woman. Very busty, apparently. I'm a very busty woman. Well, now we're busting people's pictures. Let me ask you something, because I know in your life, I always see you always seem very dignified and avoid this and avoid that. And one day I opened George, and there is a picture of you naked in your own magazine. Wait, we have the picture. There you are right there. Now,
how do you know he's naked? I can't tell if he's naked.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks like he's wearing shorts.
Exactly. And running shoes.
No.
He could have a very small tuxedo on.
All right.
You might not be wearing pants.
Exactly.
No one knows that.
Now, were you naked in the photo?
I wasn't, actually. I was wearing pants and shoes. You would have perhaps had Newt Gingrich nude from the shoulders down.
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
So? No, it wasn't. It was, you know, everyone always says that no one reads editors' letters, and they read that one. So what are you going to say? It worked for the time being, but...
Now, what is the Monica Lewinsky poem that is in here? Explain this.
Do we have to? I guess we should.
Well, we should.
We happen to have someone who sent us Monica Lewinsky's poem that she wrote in 9th grade. Actually, not in 9th grade, when she was a 9-year-old. And I know I'm going to rot in hell eternally for this, but can I maybe just give it a sample?
Yeah, give a sample.
Okay. It was written, the poem is a poignant rumination on how, quote, I can be a delicious lunch, dinner, or breakfast, if you're weird. She goes on to describe herself, quote, as a round and flat piece of dough with lots of toppings. I am a mouth's best friend. I make you say, yum, yum.
It's amazing how kids know at a young age what they're going to do with their life. Well, this here is the... So this was fascinating, because this is a great sort of reference book, you know, just looking up odd things. It's a book of celebrity lists. What is your... political I'm sorry, political list.
Political, celebrity.
It's almost the same. What is your favorite? What is your favorite?
Well, there's a lot of them. I mean, you know, we tried to basically have a kind of a resource book about politics that also had some funny things in there, and so that, you know, the whole problem with politics is people often think that it's dull and boring, and they don't really appreciate some of the drama or some of the history or some of the funny parts. So there are everything from code names of presidents to Jimmy Carter's list of 10 favorite desserts that he insisted to Richard Nixon's protocol at state dinners.
What was the women? What was it? The women that ran for president?
Women who ran for president who couldn't vote for themselves. There was, you know, there's obviously lists of men who ran for president who shouldn't be able to vote for themselves, but the women, one of them, there were two. One of them was named Victoria Woodhull. She ran for president in 1872. She's not. No one really knows about this, but she was a free love candidate, and 3,000 votes, and one of her suitors was Cornelius Vanderbilt, and before she ran for president, she used to get stock tips from him, and she opened up her own brokerage house in New York and made a killing. So she was really a woman, a very modern woman way before her time.
Well, that's what's fun. It makes you realize there's nothing new, really, under the sun. I mean, everything that's been done has sort of been done. But it's very funny, just odd facts about various political figures. Well, listen, it's, of course, Book of Political Lists, and, of course, Georgia Magazine. Thanks so much for coming. Really a pleasure to meet you. John F. Kennedy Jr. Be right back with Brandy right after this. Don't go away.
This just in. Unusual objects found on Mars. They've been identified as Toaster, Blanky, Kirby, Radio, and their friends. From Disney's The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. An all-new fun-filled movie adventure on video.
Ready for blast off?
Let her pop. They're on a mission to save the Earth.
Houston, we have a problem.
Don't miss The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars, inspired by the Parents' Choice award-winning Brave Little Toaster.
Wow!
Own it on video May 19th.
Stay tuned for Late Night. My guests are Rosie O'Donnell, from Seinfeld, Patrick Puddy, Warburton, and comedian Dave Attell. Watch as we reveal the plot of the final Seinfeld.
So, you think you've seen it all? Not yet. Season finale Tuesday is coming, with a full hour of Mad About You, starring Ellen as the new nanny, plus baby stuck in the elevator. And what really goes on in Paul and Jamie's bed.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Then, on a full hour of Frasier gets fired and gets everybody else fired.
All right.
And to top it off, he gets Daphne dragged off the jail and handcuffed.
Ever find yourself in that position again, be sure to call on me.
It's season finale Tuesday on NBC. If you miss this, you'll be sorry.
Selling 4 million copies of her debut album. My next guest also stars mysterious Moesha. Tonight she's performing a song from her new album, Never Say Never, and it'll be in stores June 9th. Please welcome Brandy.
Come on.
Part of my life. I know it's giving you
face. I can tell the real from the fake. When will you get the picture? You're the past of my future. Get away with my time to shine. If you didn't know the boy is mine. Oh, oh. I had about enough. That boy is mine. No, no. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. We don't do me. Good as love about time. Feeling in the most alone. Amazing things to be want you. When I'm the one that brought you to. There's a place in my heart. Give me no love. Had about enough. You see that boy is mine. Sorry that he belongs to me. The boy is mine.
Brandy, be right back right after this. Just great. Good job. I want to thank my guest. Brandy, Never Say Never is the CD. John F. Kennedy Jr., the book of political lists, is the new book from George Magazine. George is a magazine. And of course, our good friend, Jerry Seinfeld.